Alright guys, this is Castro. Today is a big day
Stand by
for
while I analyze the
Ortis
intelligence profiles of the Grenier.
every time.
Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
As I was saying, today is a big day for any bow users. We got a bow rework, if you can call it rework. They basically just increase the amount of damage that bows do on their draw or their fully drawn back and their quick shot. So we'll go through all of them. The Daikyu is what we're going to be focusing on mainly, but we'll go through all of them real quick. Ceranos got about a 75% increase on the quick shot for the damage. Charge shot about the same, maybe like 60 or something like that. Flight speed got increased, and the aim got decreased from 2.23 to 2x. So slight decrease. Some people may like that, some people don't. I don't care because I don't use the weapon. Mutilus Ceranos, about a 60%. I'm not going to do the actual math. I'm just going to be looking at it. We got about an 80% increase for the charge shot, 60 for the quick shot. Decrease for the zoom also for the Mutilus Ceranos. Ceranos Prime got buffed, let's see, about 50% ish. Charge shot increase about the same. Flight speed got increased. This one's interesting for the Ceranos. The tightened the vertical fire mode, so when you fire it vertically when you hit your alternate fire, you change it from shooting like flat to straight up and down, and the top arrow now lands on your reticle instead of the middle arrow on your reticle, which means you can now hit headshot and down, which means you're not going to miss any arrows because you don't have to aim at their stomach or whatever to hit the head with the top arrow. So that's going to be interesting. Rakta Ceranos got about a 70% increase for the quick shot. Got the charge shot about almost 100. It's almost 100% increase. That's like 90%. The Daikyu. This is the big one. Status chance decreased from 50 to 46. Does not matter. It literally is 4%. No one cares. Um, Critical chance increased from 20% to 34. That's a 16% increase. That is massive. That is huge. This now makes it a competitor with every bow. Every bow. And the charge shot got increased. So the Rachna Ceranos is probably the most damaging, uh, was the most damaging, besides the Dread. Uh, Charge shot is now 470. This started at 460 for the charge shot, is now to 700. That's a lot. And the flight speed got increased by a tiny margin. But uh, the it now can hit crits really easily, along with status, and so it's a status and a crit bow now, and the damage got increased. That is massive. People don't understand what, like, this could now be the king of bows. It already did more damage than a lot of the bows, but the problem was couldn't hit crits easily. You had to have a god riven to hit crits all the time, but now you don't. You have to have a riven that's like 100% or a little over 100%, and you're hitting crits. That's really awesome. You had to have like a riven that had like 200 or 265% crit to hit 100% or 100% chance of hitting a critical hit. Now we're getting into the orange crit territory. That's pretty powerful. I'll show you in a second what I mean about that. Dread, quick shot, got about a 20 or 30% increase, and this one got about a 60% increase, maybe. I don't know. It just got a little bit of a damage buff. Paris, same deal. They're getting buffed a little bit each time. So basically, all the bows except for the Ceranos got a buff for the vertical spread. That'll be nice for those people who use the Ceranos like that. That's going to be really helpful. The Daikyu's the one that got the big one, the really big stat change. Someone at DE loves Daikyu's, and I'm really happy because I like Daikyu's. But we're now going to go over and look at the Daikyu. So as you can see, I have 3 Daikyu's. There are 3 different Riven builds. This was my primary one for a long time. It has shut up, Ortis. Please shut up. This was my primary for a very long time. This build right here, I have this Riven, fire rate plus critical chance minus status chance. It hurts it a little bit, but it's not that bad. Split chamber helps makes up for that a little bit. It's 32%, so you do hit status sometimes. But this was it just hurt the enemies a lot. You have a gas build. I think I took that apart because I needed to do something. But we have this build right here. I'll be showing you guys my slasher build. So this does hit slashes sometimes, but this is more of my just all damage. You could make this radiation build too. It was pretty easy to make a radiation build. You just it's blessed. You did something to make radiation. I haven't played with that one in a while. This one's the one I've been using recently, like a lot. I got a Riven that has crit chance, status chance. If you look over here, 100% status. Every hit does a status hit. And 167 crit chance. You have a 67% chance of hitting a double crit. I have a gas build for this, and I've been trying to decide spring-loaded borehead or Vitasense. They're about the same. Vitasense performs a little better, so that's why I was doing that. It's like 5 or 10% better. But yeah, this does really well with groups of enemies that had shield too. This does really well. It's comfortable to use. You can use it anywhere. It's really good. If you had to get rid of this Riven, I would recommend putting on like a 60-60 mod and trying to get your status chance up a little bit. That's what I would do if you couldn't get this Riven. You can't because this is one of a kind, but if you got a Riven similar, that's what I would do. But I've been using this one today. Not the Ivar Daikyu. I'll be doing a review on this one to see how well it does against Eidolons. Now we have a 85% crit chance instead of 50. But we're looking at this one. The Slasher. Let me get out here so you can see the numbers. It's the Slasher. So the Riven is cold, damage to corpus, critical chance, and minus puncture. Minus puncture, if you guys don't know what minus puncture does, because some people do, but a lot of people don't. Minus puncture gets rid of puncture entirely. When you look at the Daikyu, puncture is the highest, has the highest stat, which means it has the highest chance of proccing. Puncture is gone. So now it's between slash and impact. Impact procs more on slash because it has innate impact. But we have the Daikyu Amalgam, 75% headshot multiplier with 3% lifesteal and a 60% chance of picking up the used arrow. That's kind of nice. It's not the used arrows. Okay, I like the lifesteal. That's really helpful. But the headshot multiplier, that's what I use it for mainly. The Daikyu has a 200% headshot multiplier. 75% on top of that, so that makes it 350. 350% headshot multiplier. We have Magnum Force for some more status chance, since we don't have a Riven that has a lot of status chance. And Toxin. Serration, Point Strike, Hunter Munitions. I'm not a big fan of Hunter Munitions, but this really helps with this weapon because it's now hitting crit all the time, which means you have a high chance of hitting that crit chance. Prime Shred to get the drawback, and Vitasense. So The cold plus toxin makes the viral. That cuts their health in half, and that makes it do double damage with your slash. So I'm going to go show you guys what this can do in the locker room. Alright, and we're back. Movie magic, we're instantly teleported to the locker room. So we are going to look at, these are, I know these aren't the best ones, but I've been messing with these ones. The Corrupted Heavy Bombard X misses. I forgot to pause. AI. Okay, we're going to pretend that didn't happen, and we're going to try again. Okay, here we go. So, these guys, some of the heavily armored, they don't have the most health, but they're some of the hardest to kill. I'm gonna show you what this can do. So we hit them once, and it's gonna tick for almost all their health, so they're really close to dead. We're just gonna take care of those guys real quick. Oh, we're just gonna let you, you're gonna let you bleed, and then we're gonna hit you with a couple more hits. Sometimes you don't get that slash proc, but when you do, it hurts them a lot. Like, a lot. Like, it just kills them. Before, this wouldn't kill them that easily, but now it's like, when you can finally get that slash proc, it just hurts. Like, they can't do anything about it. And, yeah, like, as you see, we're hitting orange crits a lot. And you can see that the difference between the Hunter Munitions slash and the slash that's the IPS. The IPS one is the one that is right there, that one. The 3K, that's the IPS slash. That doesn't hurt them that much. If we can hit, can we hit 100 munitions slash? That was a yellow crit, 100 munitions, but that's doing a 11K for the yellow crit. That's another one. Okay, let's try and get 100 munitions orange crit. Right there. 22K. So 3K versus 22K. Mix that with the viral. That really hurts them, like, a lot. So yeah, this bow is really good now. Like, that was a yellow crit. That was a yellow crit 100 munitions. Like, come on. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't complain. Like, it's just killing them. This didn't hurt them before. Like, these guys, I couldn't touch them with the Daikyu. I'd have to pull out my Achigara and have to strip their armor and spend like 5 minutes trying to kill them because they'd be too hard and I couldn't do it. But now, Daikyu kills them. Like, can we? Yeah. So, if you guys want me to do a redo of the Eidolon killing video, because I know I just released that and they just updated the Daikyu right after I finished that whole thing, and now it's better. And yeah, I might be able to kill the Hydralist. We'll see. If you guys want me to do that, please comment down below, and I'll see you guys for the next one.